Song Joong-ki's shocking move backfires. Fans turn on him after he tries to protect Song Hyekyo from Minho. In a week where celebrity news has been nothing short of explosive, one headline has taken center stage, shaking the very core of the Hallyu wave. Song Joong-ki exposes a truth he thought would protect Song Hyekyo, but instead, he ends up as public enemy number one. But how did this all happen? Why would a man once hailed as Korea's golden star suddenly risk everything to bring down the woman he once loved, or perhaps still loves? And what exactly did he say that triggered one of the biggest backlashes in recent K-entertainment history? Before we dive into the chaos, don't forget to subscribe to K-World for exclusive, real-time updates on your favorite stars, and trust us, this one will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about Song Joong-ki, Song Hyekyo, and Minho. Because this isn't just another love triangle. This is betrayal. This is obsession. This is war. It began quietly, too quietly. Song Joong-ki, who had been largely silent on anything involving Song Hyekyo since their controversial divorce, suddenly agreed to a rare one-on-one interview. At first, it seemed innocent, nostalgic, even mature. He spoke of his growth, his son, his journey with his new wife. But then his tone shifted, and so did the room. The interviewer, delicately asking if he ever regretted how things ended with Song Hyekyo, was met with a chilling pause. Then, Joong-ki said something no one expected. "There are things I never said, things I kept to myself to protect her. But staying silent now would mean letting her walk into something I don't believe she fully understands." The atmosphere changed instantly. Viewers leaned in. Social media exploded. What was he talking about? Then came the bombshell. Minho, he's not who she thinks he is. I'm not saying this out of bitterness. I'm saying it because she deserves to know what I've known for a long time. Joong-ki claimed he had received information through mutual industry contacts that Minho was involved with another high-profile actress just months before he began seeing Song Hyekyo. Not just involved, engaged in a private relationship that ended messily. And, according to Joong-ki, some of that relationship allegedly overlapped with the early stages of Minho's connection with Hyekyo. She's always been trusting. Too trusting sometimes. I couldn't watch her be blindsided. He said he reached out to Hyekyo weeks before the interview aired and told her everything. And here's the twist. She didn't walk away from Minho. She didn't even pause. Instead, she stood by him. Publicly. Gracefully. Just days after Joong-ki's interview dropped, Song Hyekyo posted a photo on her personal fan community, a picture of her hand gently holding Minho's, captioned with one line. "The truth we share is stronger than the lies people try to sell." And with that, the entire narrative shifted. Suddenly, Joong-ki's protective gesture wasn't seen as noble, it was seen as spiteful. Clips of the interview began circulating, but fans now watched them through a different lens. His tone was no longer interpreted as concerned, it was controlling. His pauses weren't dramatic, they were calculated. And that single revelation sparked an avalanche of backlash that Joong-ki never saw coming. Social media turned hostile. Comment sections that were once filled with admiration were now calling him out. He's clearly not over her. Jealousy in disguise. Hyekyo can choose her own partner. This isn't protection, it's sabotage. Twitter, now X, erupted with hashtags that trended worldwide. Hashtag let Hyekyo be happy. Hashtag junkie out of line. Hashtag respect Hyekyo choice. Even veteran journalists questioned his motive. One wrote, "The timing of Joong-ki's revelation is more damaging than the supposed truth he shared." Then came the real kicker. Dispatch released a counter-report. According to the outlet, Minho did date someone privately before Song Hyekyo, but the relationship was long over by the time he began seeing Hyekyo. No cheating. No overlap. Just a man moving on and moving forward. Worse still, Dispatch claimed that Joong-ki had the same information, but chose to present it out of context. There's a difference between telling the truth and bending it to your own agenda, wrote a dispatch editor. The internet was on fire. Even Joong-ki's new wife found herself dragged into the chaos. Fans noticed she removed several recent couple photos from her private social account. Rumors quickly spread that tension was rising in their marriage. Did she support his decision to speak out? Did she know about it beforehand? Or was she, too, blindsided? No one knew for sure. But then, a leaked voice note changed everything. In an audio clip obtained by an anonymous source, Song Joong-ki is allegedly heard saying to a friend, "I know people won't get it, but I couldn't stand by and let him have her. Not after everything." The voice was low, raw, emotional, and it was damning. Because now it wasn't just about protecting Hyekyo. It wasn't even about telling the truth. It was about not letting her go. By the next morning, Joong-ki's agency went into full crisis mode. A formal statement was released denying any attempt at sabotage. Mr. Song Joong-ki participated in the interview to reflect on his journey. He shared information he believed was important out of care, not manipulation. The voice recording circulating online is taken out of context. But fans weren't buying it. In fact, the scandal deepened when another industry insider came forward, claiming that Song Hyekyo had warned Joong-ki weeks prior to the interview. She told him not to bring Min-ho into anything. She asked him not to speak about her publicly again. She begged him to respect her peace. And yet, he didn't. Now, as Hyekyo and Min-ho continue to grow more public with their affection, recently appearing hand-in-hand at a UNICEF fundraiser, Joong-ki has retreated from the spotlight completely. No interviews, no posts, no sign of recovery. One tabloid even reported that he's considering stepping away from the industry temporarily to let the dust settle. So, what does this all mean? Was Song Joong-ki trying to do the right thing? Or did a man who once had the world at his feet let old feelings ruin everything he built? Did he miscalculate? Or was this always a desperate attempt to win her back? Fans remain divided. Some say he simply made a mistake. Others say this is the final nail in the coffin for a star who once could do no wrong. But one thing is certain. This isn't just a scandal. It's a reckoning. A powerful reminder that in the world of celebrity love stories, sometimes the biggest threat comes not from the outside, but from the past. If you found this story gripping, like, subscribe, and share. We're tracking all new updates in this developing saga. Will Joong-ki speak out again? Will his wife leave him? Will Song Hyekyo forgive or forget? Stay tuned. The story isn't over yet.